Hello again. I'm going to be doing a natural look with Motives Cosmetics. The first thing that I used was a Motives powder brush, and I dipped it into neutral powder, and I went down my nose and on my forehead, mostly focusing on the areas that produce shine, but I used this all over. You don't have to always use a lot of makeup. You don't have to use foundation, but if you have acne, you can use Motives concealer on spot areas or under your eyes. You can also use creamy formulas like foundations or concealers to prime your eyelid, or use an eye primer from Motives, of course. The second thing that I did after I applied my primer to my eye is I took a crease brush, eye crease brush from Motives, and I applied a color called Pink Sugar all over my eyelid from eyebrow all the way down. And I just buffed that on real good, just did it real messy. And it's kind of a neutral pinky shimmer, but you can use a matte too. Then I used a Motives eyeshadow brush, and I dipped it into the color Sweet Chocolate. The name sounds sweet. And I went into the crease right here, and I just buffed it in. Real messy. Took my finger, blend it all in, and it just kind of shapes your eye a little bit. The next step I did is I took Motives black eyeliner, which I recommend for most people using a brown. It's more, not as extreme. And I took this liner and I just went right along the bottom, under the lashes, about midway, not all the way. And I took that same brush from earlier and dipped into that same Sweet Chocolate, and I just buffed into that liner, kind of smudging it in. The next step I did is I used Motives Cosmetics mascara in Onyx. It has this really cool bendy brush. And I applied a couple coats of this, starting at the base of my lashes and wiggling to the tips. And underneath I looked up and I wiggled from side to side. The next step I did, using a bronzing brush, I dipped into Miami Glow bronzer, and I found the contours of my cheeks by sucking in, or you can smile really big. And that area that dips in, you're going to apply it from here all the way to your hairline, all the way back, and you can buff it in real good. And I like to go down the sides of my face, right here, where the sun naturally hits you, and you can go across your forehead, down here, to the other side. And you can, after you've done that, you can lightly run it over the top where the sun would hit. You can also contour underneath your jawline. The next thing I did, using a lip liner from Motives, and this is called Naked, and I just lined right into where my natural lip line is, on top and bottom. Then I applied a nude lip color, which I think is really classy, and this is called Cafe Au Lait. I'll show that to you. Almost looks like a concealer, but you could dab some concealer on there too, but I think this is more creamy. I applied this with a lip brush all over my lips, which, of course, if you have the tube, you can just apply it, focusing it mostly on the center. And if you want to apply a little gloss, you can too. The next step I did was using a brow pencil. This is by Motives. It's called a Dark Blond. I used medium brown last time, and this is just more natural. Let me think what else I used. Also, before I did that, I brushed my brows up with a Motives brow brush. And if you want a little bit more coverage, they have a foundation, and it is called Liquid Powder Mineral Foundation SPF 15. It's for all skin types, oil-free, hypoallergenic, and this is in Cameo Beige. I'll let you see this a little better. Oh, and of course, I forgot one of my favorite parts. Using a cheek brush, I can't get my stuff right today. Cheek brush, I applied a color called Summer Fun, and I just applied it to the apples of my cheeks, and I did little circles, and you can smile if you want. It's just a really light, shimmery, peachy color. But that is my natural look for work or school or photos. Of course, you wouldn't have green or blue hair, and I took out my piercings to look a little more professional. I got my collar shirt on. But I hope you liked that, and that was with Motives Cosmetics. And if you would like to purchase Motives, you can go online to a link called, well, this is the email address, www.motivescosmetics.com/ R. Robertson, and that's Robertson. And I'm going to put that below too. So, thanks for watching. Bye.